Come here, girl.
Stop! Let go!
What you looking at, old man?
Ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while you shouldn't have messed with? That's me.
Man, you crazy, man. Get out of here, man.
Dad, you worked hard your whole life. Maybe it's time you started thinking about taking it easier. These places are nothing like what you'd think they'd be. They're great. Kicking us out on his birthday. I told you this was a bad idea.
What the hell these Chinese have to move in this neighborhood for?
Dorothy mentioned specifically that it was her desire for you to go to confession.
And I confess that I have no desire to confess to a boy that's just out of the seminary. Get off my lawn.
Okay guys, this is Crisrav1138 here, back again for theReelDVDWatchers. I'm sorry I've missed the last 2 weeks. I've had technical and audio problems before, but I've been trying to do it. I haven't just been throwing the channel away. And right now, I don't know if this stupid webcam will pick up the sound, so right now the sound could be completely off, but I'm really just too frustrated with all these technical errors to really care, so I'm going to upload this as it is. I'm going to be reviewing today Gran Torino, which is what I reviewed last week, but no one can hear me. So, this is a film starring Clint Eastwood, and it is directed by him as well. And it also features a cast of, from what I can understand, new actors, like well, not they're unprofessional. This is their first time acting in anything. And the main one of these people is Vang, I believe is his name, and he plays Tao. And this is a story about Clint Eastwood's character, Walt Kowalski, I believe, and he's a Korean veteran, and you know, old, retired. His wife has died. His children are ungrateful. He has these bratty grandchildren, and he's basically this cliched, angry old man kind of guy. Like, he's sitting on the porch with his dog beside him and his shotgun in his hand. And he hates everybody. He doesn't. It's not like he hates people. It's almost like he's just annoyed by them. He finds people stupid, like, and really sees no point in them. And it's also kind of like he's almost just doesn't care. So he says racist, insulting things, not to be mean, but more just to get people off of his shoulder, if you will. Yeah, and he's basically that type of character. Meanwhile, Tao, who's played by Vang, as I mentioned, is this kind of, I don't want to say loser, but he still kind of has a bit to grow up, you know, and he becomes this victim, if you will, of this gang run by his cousin, I believe it was, and is told to steal Walt Kowalski's damn it, I can't remember the year. His prized possession is his Gran Torino, which he's kept. And from what I could tell from the movie, remember, is that it's in perfect condition. So he tries to do that, and Walt catches him, and from then on, it's kind of a father-son mentor bonding story with Walt Kowalski's character, Clint Eastwood's character, teaching Tao to be a man, so to speak, and also on Tao's end, it's kind of teaching Clint Eastwood's character to be a little bit more sociable and basically turn him from this grumpy old geezer into the same guy, but with a heart of gold. Sorry about that, I've got two people right here bugging me right now. They're not really bugging me. What was I going to say? Yes, this father-son bonding story. One of the things I liked about this film is how it's simply shot. There's nothing stylistically unique here. There's nothing really epic about the film. It's simple, and you could tell that these were on-location shoots, because everything feels so natural. Just the way it's shot, the settings are it just feels normal. And really, there weren't a lot of movies that really were that way, in my opinion. Either they were set in normal settings and were shot very stylistically, or they were epic, crazy movies, if you will. This is one of the few films. There are more, but this is one of the few films that I felt was very simple, and for that, given the story, the fact that the story is simple, it was maybe a little bit more effective for that. Another thing to talk about is the acting. One of the things that I hear a lot of complaints about is that Vang's character and a lot of the other non-professional actors did horrible performance, not like pretty much were weak. I don't agree with that statement at all. I thought they were fine enough. I thought they worked well in standing against Clint Eastwood, one of the greats, obviously. So I really have no complaints. And then, of course, there's Clint Eastwood, who is one of the greatest, or most well-known actors, at least, of our generation, of time. And he does a great performance. He starts off as I mentioned before, the cliched grumpy old man, and he really does it over the top. He's like growling and giving these blank, angry stares. But over the course of the movie, either that grows on you or it becomes different, because, as I mentioned before, the character starts to grow over the span of the film. So you kind of ease up on it. Anyways, you two, you know who you are. You start to warm up to that performance, and it starts to become a very, very great performance, a really incredible one in my opinion. The story is something that we've all seen before. We've seen the story of two people from separate worlds bonding, and it's a simple story, really, that we've seen before. There's something about the performances, the fact that these characters are a little bit different, really does make it a little bit more engaging than the ones we've seen of a similar premise. One of the things I also like, that I'm also going to have to get into about the film itself, is Clint Eastwood's character is humorous at times with what he says. It's not very nice what he says, but just the fact that he comes out with it so forward and really just doesn't care about what other people think is funny, I guess you could say. Maybe that makes me an asshole, I don't know, but anyways, I found it humorous just how he just comes out with it. And one of the things that I hear complaints about this film is that the film doesn't know whether to be serious or funny, and I thought, why can't it be both? I mean, some of the best films do have multiple layers to them, if you will, and don't just fall into one serious category. To me, anyways, a film has to have, like, for me, a film that has a lot is great, than a film that just kind of centers on one thing. Anyways, I liked how Clint Eastwood is able to do that, say something that comes across as a bit humorous, but still keeping his performance strong without sort of slipping into like a buffoon type of character, or like he's just trying to play it up for laughs.
Ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while that you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me.
Man, you fucking crazy, man. Get out of here, man.
Why don't you get your ass up out of here before I kick your old wrinkly white ass?
This crazy motherfucker, man. What's wrong with him, man?
The fuck?
This motherfucker crazy.
What's wrong with this nigga?
What the hell?
Get in the truck.
This crazy motherfucker, man. What's wrong with him, man?
He put his finger at him.
Oh, shit.
Come on now. Hey, Pops. Come on now.
Shut your fucking face. You fucking don't listen, do you? Now get in the truck.
Don't get in the truck, oh shit.
Way to go, old man.
Shut up, pussy.
And yeah, that's it on the performances. And I think that's it on the movie. There's a lot of talk about the ending, about how it was predictable. I could see that it was going in that direction, but sort of, I don't want to spoil anything, but the circumstances of how, or what the purpose behind how that went down, I didn't see that coming. So in a sense, it is predictable, but also there's more behind it than just what happened. It's sort of what was the intent behind that makes it good to me. So yeah, that's my review for Gran Torino. I'm sorry it was so short, but I did one last. It's the same. I pretty much did the same stuff, so I'm just kind of rushing through it. Thank you for watching, and I'm really sorry I've missed the last 2 weeks. I'm not leaving. I don't plan to leave anytime soon. What the hell am I doing with my hands? And thanks for watching, guys. And check Gran Torino. I give it a rating somewhere here. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. I promise. Bye.